All right, fourth graders, I had to start it off a little fun today. My name is Mrs. Lawson, and I'm so excited you're here to read with me today. So we're actually reading about something awesome today, and it kind of fits in with how I started the video. So I'm wearing my messy jersey, I'm wearing some cool bracelets, and I started with some Alicia keys. So I want to see if you can figure out the connection between that and what we're reading today. So let's go ahead and get started. We are reading lesson 7. We're reading Using Money, and our focus today is we are learning to understand information about how to use money. Identifying and explaining the author's reasons and evidence will help us better understand the important points that the author makes. We know we are successful when we can find details in the text, identify the main idea of the text, and identify those supporting details. So the same thing we have already been learning, fourth graders. So let's go ahead and start the vocabulary. Vocabulary, Miss Lawson's favorite. So what is this word? Monetary. Good job. So charities accept monetary gifts to help to provide help for people in need. So what do you think monetary means, fourth graders? Kane's like, I know what it is. Good job, fourth graders. Monetary is of or related to money. So if they're giving you money. What about this one, fourth graders? Kane knows this one too, if you can hear him. It is a charitable trust. This sounds a lot like charity, fourth graders. David and his wife, Victoria, have created their own charity called the Victoria and David Beckham Charitable Trust. So what do you think that means? It is to keep money for a charity safe. It's where you put the money to keep it safe. So for our foundational skills today, we are still talking about how English borrows or adapts words from other languages. So from the text, some charities collect money for cancer research. So the word research is adapted from French. What does the word research mean? Let's look it up. Research means diligent and systematic inquiry or investigation into a subject. So you're really digging deep and finding information. Let's look at that origin of the word. It was first recorded from Middle French to seek. So you're seeking answers to something. So for your foundational skill today, fourth graders, you are going to keep using the dictionary to help you pronounce the words and identify the French source of each word. Then write the definition and try and use that word in a sentence. There are some tough ones in there today, fourth graders. I can't wait to see if you can figure it out. So we are starting with some poetry today, and it's called Smart by Shel Silverstein. My dad gave me $1 bill because I'm his smartest son, and I swapped it for 2 shiny quarters because 2 is more than 1. And then I took the quarters and traded them to Lou for 3 dimes. I guess he doesn't know that 3 is more than 2. Just then along came old blind Bates, and just because he can't see, he gave me 4 nickels for my 3 dimes, and 4 is more than 3. And I took the nickels to Hiram Combs down at the seed feed store, and the fool gave me 5 pennies for them, and 5 is more than 4. And then I went and showed my dad, and he got red in the cheeks and closed his eyes and shook his head, too proud of me to speak. So do you think his father's really proud of him? Is 4 pennies worth more than $1 bill, or 5 pennies, however much he ended up with? He missed it. So today we're going to figure out what else people can do with their money. So let's go ahead and get started. When you get older, you may want to share and invest the money you earn. So let's figure out ways we can share it. Have you ever heard of Oxfam International, Habitat for Humanity, or the Lance Armstrong Foundation? These are all charities or organizations that accept money gifts to provide some kind of help to people in need. You can share some of your money with charities like these and many others. Some charities collect money for cancer research or to provide scholarships for people who cannot pay for college. Some charities give homeless people a place to stay and help them find a job. Some people belong to a church, mosque, or synagogue. This is another place where you can share your money. So charities such as Oxfam International accept monetary gifts to provide help for people in need. So we have David Beckham over here. Have you ever heard of David Beckham? If so, you probably know him as a talented soccer player. Did you know that he's also a philanthropist? A philanthropist is someone who donates time and money to charities. David and his wife Victoria have created their own charity called the Victoria and David Beckham Charitable Trust. This charity helps children who are sick or disabled get medical care and things like wheelchairs. Beckham also supports the charity Help for Heroes. This organization helps soldiers when they return from Iraq and Afghanistan. So far from reading this story today, this text, how do you think the author feels about charities? So she took time on this page to highlight David Beckham and all of the things he does with charities. So I think the author thinks they are worthwhile and important. She also over here shares some of the ways that they help people. So some collect money for cancer, some provide scholarships so people can go to college, and some help homeless people. So she's explaining all of the different things that charities can do. So another thing you can do is invest. So let's read about investing. My goodness, guys, I'm sorry. An investment is anything you buy with the expectation that it will increase in value. Apartment buildings, land, and stocks are types of investments. If you buy any of these things when the price is low and sell them later when the price is high, you make a profit. Some investments, such as gold, are considered safe because the price is more likely to go up. Other investments, such as stocks, are more risky because the price goes down just as easily as it goes up. When you buy shares of a stock, you buy a small part of a company. If a company does well, its stock price goes up. If the company loses sales or has other problems, its stock prices go down and you could lose money. The stock market is not an actual place that you can go to. It refers to the buying and selling of stocks. So it says here, this chart down below, it says, can you tell that the Dow goes up and down a lot? This shows the risk involved in stocks. So we're about to read about that. It says the Dow Jones Industrial Average, or the Dow, is a market average. The Dow shows whether stock prices in general are up or down. So this data is pretty cool if you sat and looked at it. It starts in 2001 and goes all the way to 2009. And it starts at 7,000 and goes up to 14,000. So we can show how right here in 2008, it was all the way up here. Then in 2009, bam, it's at the very bottom. So you really can tell that it goes up and down a lot. So why are stocks riskier to invest in than gold? Let's look back. It said something about gold up here. Take a minute and read that to yourself, fourth graders. Great job. Yeah, it says gold is considered safe because the price is more likely to go up. So, but the stock market is more risky because the price goes down just as easily as it goes up. So that is why gold is more likely to go up in cost, but the stocks are just unpredictable. They can go up, they can go down, we don't know. Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett is one of the richest people in the world. He is the chairman of Berkshire Hathaway, a company that owns the stock of many other companies. Buffett made his money through smart investments. Buffett is also a frugal person, which means he spends his money wisely. He has lived in the same house in Nebraska since 1958. So let's look at that word choice. The author calls Warren Buffett frugal. What evidence does the author include to support this statement? So they used it right here. He's frugal, which means he spends his money wisely. What's one way we know that he spends his money wisely? Right here, right? He's lived in the same house since 1958. That's a long time, guys. And he has all that money, so he could buy another house, but he's like, I don't need to spend my money on that. He uses it wisely. So today, we're going to look at some conjunctions. A conjunction connects words or groups of words. Some conjunctions are and, but, and or. An author needs to know exactly what conjunction to use to convey an idea. And is used to connect ideas. We do that all the time. But is used to connect different or opposite ideas. And then or is used when there is a choice between two or more objects. So let's look in this example from the text. Can you find one of those conjunctions? And, but, or? Right there, I found or, right? So some charities collect money for cancer research or to provide scholarships for people who cannot pay for college. So we just learned that it is used when there is a choice. So they're either doing this or they're doing that. They're saving money to help people go to college or they're helping people that are sick. There is another conjunction if you saw it on this page, fourth graders. Did you see it? There it is. It's and. So there's another one. It says some charities give homeless people a place to stay and help them find a job. So when you see and, do you remember what that job is? And is used to connect ideas. So they do both things. They give them a place to stay and they help them find a job. They do both of them together. So for your reading response today, I'm so excited. Did you figure it out? Messy Alicia Keys and these cool bracelets, they all have to do with charities. So Messy gives to charities and he has his own. Then you have Alicia Keys is a philanthropist and helps a lot of charities. And these bracelets help different causes. So today you are going to figure out what we learned about charities. Research a charity that you like or that stuck out to you. It could be from this book or it could be something else. Write a paragraph. A paragraph, fourth graders. How many sentences does a paragraph have? 5 sentences about why you are interested in this charity, and then include why would you donate your money to this charity? I am so excited to read what you say, fourth graders. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.